Hey, this is Gilgamesh. I'm going to talk about SISU. This movie came out in 2022. I ended up watching it when I heard the sequel was out. I said, what is this movie? So I went in Hulu where you can watch it. And it is probably one of the best pure action films. The movie takes place in 1944 in Finland, where there's been a war called the Great Winter War during World War II. The Finnish fought the Russians because when Nazi Germany invaded Russia, the Finnish were sided with Germany. And the title, Jorma Tommila, he's the star of this movie, and he plays Tommy. I think that's his name. He doesn't speak for most of the movie until the very end. They explain that the Russians killed his wife and his two sons, and it made him lose his mind. He killed 300 Russians, making him a legend. The Russians have a name. I'm not going to pronounce it because I don't speak Russian, but yeah. And he's considered unkillable, the immortal one. Not because he can't die, it's because he won't die. And they do show this in the movie. Well, at the beginning of the movie, I don't know what breed of dog he has. I think it's a Finnish dog. But he's digging a hole. And he's far away from any civilization. And what he finds is a huge vein of gold. So he digs it up, and then he looks and realizes, I'm nowhere near civilization. He's got his horse, and he's got his dog. He packs up the gold, and he heads off on his horse. And then, as he's going, he sees Bruno, the commander of this Nazi, regime, leaving. They're trying to get back to Germany because of, losing the war in Russia. So he sees Tommy, and he just lets him go. And after he passes on, all of a sudden, another bunch of stupid Nazis stop him, and they question him, and one of them pulls out a piece of gold. Realizing what he has, they want the gold. So, and he kills all the men. And, he kills every one of these guys. Yeah. And, of course, when he first goes by, he sees this guy, the Bruno, who's on a tank, and he sees him. And then he sees a truck where these women. And I think it might be, they never say her name, but it's Anino. That's her right here. She recognizes him. He's a legend in Finland. He's a war legend. And she goes, and she's like in the back truck, and he sees the women. He isn't going to get involved because he just wants to get the gold and, turn it in and get paid. But of course, after those guys tried to steal his gold, he killed every one of those guys, and then they hear, oh, what the fuck? They go back, all the men are dead, and they find, the commander, Bruno, finds the piece of gold and realizes, and he's in the tank, he gets a call from his supervisor, and they tell him who he is, and that the Russians have a name. I cannot pronounce the name, and they say he's a legend. He is known as a one-man death squad, because he killed 300 Russians, said, leave him be. This is from the commanding German army, says, leave this fucker alone. But the guy, Bruno, is too stupid to realize this, and holding the piece of gold, and go, we need that gold so we can escape the war crimes we're facing for what we did in Russia. So, yeah. So they go after the gold. Of course, there's a landmine, not giving anything how it ends. The horse gets blown up, and he survives, and then, I've never seen anybody do this, he knocks a landmine into one of these fuckers and kills them. Eventually, the score and everything is so magnificent. Everything, cinematography, it's filmed in Finland. All the actors are Finnish, but this is one of the best action films of modern history. I don't want to give the ending away, because how this movie ends, I'm not talking about the part where he finally speaks, and I'm talking about what happens at this movie is, you have to fucking see it. This is, as Jeremy Johns said, this is awesome-tastic. This is a movie that fucking reminds you of Mad Max for all the right reasons. From the score sticks with you. It's like got this sort of Mad Max theme to it. And it really is like, if you remember Mad Max, he's on a bloody rampage. The first one, for the men who killed his wife and baby. This movie is, he wants his gold back, and he's going to get his gold back. So yeah, and this is a great fucking movie. I highly recommend it. I've never seen this actor, Jerma Tomalia. I think that's how you pronounce his name, but give it to the cast. Everybody's fantastic. The women are great in this movie. They actually show that they can fight. Yeah, and the director. I want to go to Wikipedia on this because I want to show you something. This director, where is it here? Let's go and look at the Wikipedia of this movie. Because it's what's amazing about this movie is how this movie does something that you rarely see with movies. I mean, right here. Here's SISU. They do not in Finland have a translation for the word SISU. They don't. They say it might mean in the scroll at the beginning. They essentially he's this unstoppable killer. If you pull, this movie was made during COVID. It's an amazing movie. This is the director. Okay, that's him. He wrote this movie. Look down. This is the star, the main cast. This is the cinematographer. This is the editor. These are the people who did the score. Okay, these are the companies that worked on this it is a finished film. Now, I bring that up to show you this, and this is I'll get to the sequel, but this movie is so perfect. This actor doesn't say one word till the very end, and it shows you can get a great actor and have him give a performance uttering one word. Just remember when Clint Eastwood did that in the Western movies, where he didn't speak one word, and you understood the character. That's this movie. This movie is utterly perfection because this guy right here, where is he? Let me bring it up because he is like this guy is a hell of an actor. Yeah, this is him. He makes you feel everything he's going through without saying an utter word. And this right here, I'm not going to show you the end of the movie because it's so perfect. It must be seen to understand why this is the greatest modern action film of. And I thought they couldn't top it. I'll show you why, and it is the same director, same writer, same cinematographer, same score, and the sequel tops the first one on all fucking levels, and there's a reason there doesn't need to be a third one, because the way it ends, it's like, yes, you ended it with 2 movies. You don't need to go any further. I couldn't recommend this movie more. Like I said, it's on Hulu. You can go watch it. It's fucking perfection. So yeah, this is Gilgamesh. You can see me on YouTube under Gilgamesh. I'm on Rumble under Panzer Dragon, Odyssey under Gilgamesh, BitChute Gilgamesh 1. I'm not on Twitter, so yeah, I got banned for, So yeah, you can go watch my review, go see the movie. I highly recommend it. It's probably on my top list of the greatest action films of all time. If it weren't for the sequel, top it in every way. So I will get to that in a moment. Talk to you later. Bye.